Good evening, YouTube. So I may have discovered a possible fix for the M4's Wi-Fi problem, and there's some Bluetooth issues going on too. Lots of that on the Q&A on the Apple discussion board. And well, my Mac Mini just got put through a spaz attack. I decided to go back to an external drive, and of course, by doing that, it defaulted me to putting the unadulterated version of Sequoia onto my computer. And I thought, okay, well, I was running Sequoia already, and what harm can it do? Now, that version, of course, I had was updated from Sonoma, okay, on my internal. And I have run OSs on the externals before, never had a problem, okay? Never, right? So, anyways, I ended up with Bluetooth just going completely nuts. I mean, I even lost my USB access partially. Okay, like the keyboard wasn't responding, the mouse was moving, but that was about it. It wouldn't even click. This is getting some serious crap going down. Okay, anyways, and it's only been since yesterday that I finished, well, got things loaded up and finished it off this morning, and then all hell was breaking loose. Plus, I found a drive in my disk utilities program that's like, I only got 2 drives going on here. What's with this third one? And some people have mentioned that. And apparently, if you turn off a bunch of crap, if you have these drives showing on your desktop, it'll take them out of there. Now, it's still going to be there, but you can basically hide stuff. Nobody knows where it's coming from. It's not a hack. It's not a virus. It's we don't know. But anyways, I double-checked my system. I ended up getting back into my internal drive, and disk utilities did not show it there. Now remember, that was an updated version of Sequoia. But I had to redo that drive today anyways because I had installed a pretty massive game from Steam in, and well, I did delete it off my Steam account. Don't know where it lives in the computer. Couldn't find it. So I thought, well, I want that pile of gigabytes back. So I ended up reformatting and reinstalling my OS onto my internal. So I took that external offline because it's causing me nothing but grief anyways. Now also, my wife is having problems with Bluetooth on her Mac. Not on iOS, but on her Mac OS. Now she's got the exact same Mini as I do, and she uses those Apple earbuds, and she's been having problems the last little bit with it would cut out on her and do some other weird crap. If you want to know more about that, check out her channel, Susan Millard. Anyways, in the meantime, I've been reloading this thing tonight, and I'm still working on finishing the big download of GarageBand, and then I'm going to let Logic go overnight when I do get to it. I want to play some damn video games first. But so far, everything has straightened out. Now, I didn't bother to check on Wi-Fi issues, although I did actually notice, when I think about it, I did notice that my Wi-Fi has been a little bit slow the last 2 days, but I've been blaming that on the weather. It could be linked to the whole thing with a pure unadulterated version of Sequoia, which is possible. But if I fire up the program right now, and it's still pretty crappy outside, let's see what kind of speeds we get right now. So we're looking at a ping of 43, 60, 59, 64, 62. I mean, that's kind of, I think for storm time, it's pretty average. 12, 14, 13 up. Now, of course, that's TELUS in Toronto server. Let's try a different server that's closer. I should have one that's actually pretty close to me. Let's try Vaughan, Ontario for Rogers Network. See, that's pinging me like almost, well, it almost hit 200. It's down to 100, 94, 100. It's about 101. So, yeah, no issues. So, hard to say if I was getting really Wi-Fi issues or not, but highly unlikely. Could have just been the crap weather yesterday. So, but the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi card are on the same thing, right? And that's going to be the same as your Mini M4s. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are the same card, and you got a couple of antennas coming out. Now, I had suspicions of something else that may be causing the problem, but that's still a possibility. What I want you guys to try, if you're willing, because nobody seems to be willing to send me a Mac Mini to sponsor my channel for that one to fix these problems otherwise. I think I may have found a solution though, maybe. And that would be, even though the M4s come with Sequoia, as far as I know, maybe download a USB stick, make yourself a USB boot for Sonoma, okay? And redo your entire computer from scratch, format the drive, and use the USB stick of Sonoma. Put Sonoma in. Sonoma never once gave me any kind of grief with anything with my Mac, ever, okay? Nor did updating to Sequoia, which I've done the update to Sequoia, so I'm back on 15.2, but as an update, which was not giving me issues, okay? Now, I don't do anything with Bluetooth other than my keyboard and mouse, and they don't move. My wife, she'll stand 15 feet from her computer doing dishes in the kitchen or cooking. And this is when she's noticing that problems are sporadically happening with her earbuds. And it's not the battery level because they're fine. It's not the buds because they're fine. And besides, she uses the same earbuds on her phone, and her phone gives her absolutely zero issues. Now, she also runs updates, but she's also never redone her OS either since she got her computer 3 years ago. She just goes update, 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 right? So, probably I should have reformatted her drive and reloaded it several times by now. I just do it religiously about every 6 months to a year. I reformat, reload, keeps everything fresh, clean, and it's like a brand new computer again for speed for, for however long. But try that. And just try Sonoma first, don't update. See if your Wi-Fi stays stable, if you're having Wi-Fi issues already with devices. And if it's not being affected, then I would say update to Sequoia and then see if you're getting problems with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, especially the Wi-Fi, because that's been one of the biggest issues. About 50 to 60% of people who bought the M4 Minis already, whether it's the Pro or the base M4 chip, they're having the problems, but they're also having video issues too. And video issues can easily be solved by, changing your cord, or if you can get to 2K on your screen, go to 2K. I mean, 1080p, sure, the icons are big, but it's pretty crappy resolution for pretty much everything. As far as I'm concerned, 2K is better. I run at 2K on my 4K. The only thing I run 4K is actually native support from my laptop's HDMI bus. I'm 4K native on that, and I play my games in 4K, most of them, okay? But I do use 4K once in a blue moon. I'll switch my resolution to 4K on my Mac. It kind of depends. And some of the Steam games are actually making my screen apparently do 5K. And it's like, I don't know how they're doing that, but whatever. Beautiful game, though, gameplay. But I can't change the game setting for the resolution, just the graphic quality, and that doesn't change FPS anyways for Steam games. But regardless of that, try that trick. Try Sonoma. If Sonoma fixes all your problems and you don't have any problems, then I think it's a driver issue in Sequoia. Now, that may be the pure unadulterated version of Sequoia, which tore my computer a new one, which I'm on an M1 yet. Okay, but when I update from Sonoma to Sequoia, everything seems to be stable. So give it a shot, see what happens. But like I said, I can't confirm 100% of Wi-Fi issues for me with the raw version of Sequoia, but I can definitely confirm Bluetooth. And it actually threw my USB out, which is kind of really odd because that never happens. But this time it did. And I was like, oh man, come on, I need my freaking keyboard back. But I was able to get my keyboard and mouse online for USB stuff by rebooting my system and taking that drive off and just going back to my internal and reloading it, and everything came back to normal. And my keyboard and mouse seem to be behaving themselves now too. So, but I mean, I don't care about Apple Intelligence not working. That doesn't bother me for an external boot drive. I just want the extra space and have it as a main boot drive because that extra space is nice, right? But it looks like I'm not going to be able to get my way anymore unless I go back to Sonoma and just stay in Sonoma And to be honest, I don't really want to do that. I'm kind of really enjoying Sequoia and some of the toys and benefits Sequoia has. So I really don't want to go back to Sonoma ever again. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I still don't even know. Well, right now it's the 13th, so I'll find out, I don't know, probably the second week of February if I'm going to get financing to get a new computer this year. And if I do, well, I'm going to go M4 Pro already, and, you know, for the Mini, because I don't think the studio is going to be out in time. So, you know, I'll have to get what I can get. But at least I know the Mini that I want and how it's configured. It'll more than do me. So, and it'll actually do 10 years. This thing, I'll just probably turn it into a recording studio, and that's it. You know, it's perfect for that use. But anyway, that's what I got for you. Let me know what you've got going on, what you may have tried to try and solve it. But that's the only idea I can come up with, because I've noticed what's happened just with my M1, just doing a raw version of Sequoia. But the updated version from Sonoma does seem to be stable. So, I mean, time will tell. If I have any more problems, I'll let you know. You know, and so I'll keep you posted on that if there's any more issues. But I'm back to the internal drive. I'm on an updated version of Sequoia. I'll let you know how things go over, well, I don't know, a couple of days, unless something happens before then. I'll definitely keep you informed. But I know it's not my hardware. My keyboard and mouse, they work flawlessly on my PC, and I share the keyboard and mouse with it because, you know, I've got the Logitech MX keys here, so, you know, you can go 3 different devices here, 3 on the mouse, and you just go click, click, boom, boom. And so I know it's not a hardware issue. It's definitely not going to be a hardware issue for anything Bluetooth for you guys, if you have a way of verifying that like I do. So it is something with that bloody OS that is just, is spaz attacking. So anyways, that's it. That's all. And see ya!